this is Andie Snyder from Find and Keep a Great Man. I'm going to do a little informal video with you tonight about something that just touches my heart. It's really of a personal nature, and so I wanted to share something with you from my own home. And this is just so cute, so I just wanted to show this to you. That's Julia, and that's Serena, my two little kitties. I just wanted to share them with you, and I just want to share a story about my two kitties, Julia and Serena. They just bring so much love to my heart, and when I can share something that brings love to my heart with you, I'm hoping that can bring love to your heart as well. So the story about Julia and Serena. The other day I was having a normal everyday morning, and Julia and Serena want to go outside in the morning, and so they cry at the door. So they're standing at the door, and I thought, well, just to do like some gathering of things to get ready, put things away first, and I'm tinkering around in the kitchen, and I'm rattling and squeaking of dishes, and the noise just rattled them, and so they went running, and it was like slapstick comedy, except they just like bounced off of each other and bounced off the walls. And it would have been funny, I almost laughed, except that then since it was them, and I thought, well, maybe they got hurt or something, it wasn't so funny. So when it's like your loved ones and they do something that's comical, but you know it's not the best thing for them, it's funny, but it's not funny. So that's how it was. It really touched me, and I was like, oh my God, well, what happens if they're not okay? So I went and checked on them, and with cats, you just don't know. So I forgot about it until after the shower, and I had Julia sitting on my lap, and she's getting brushed, and everything's great. She's purring, and then Serena came up, and I went to see if she wanted some brushing, and so I'm doing it really gently like she likes it, and she starts yiping and making this sound. And I thought, okay, well, she probably did get hurt bouncing off the walls and bouncing off of Julia. So I start touching her really gently and over her left side, and she made that yiping sound again. I thought, oh gosh. So I thought, well, maybe I could do some energy work, the ultra high frequency energy work that I do with my clients when I want them to receive the extra healing work that I do along with my coaching. And I did instant miracle breathing and ultra high frequency energy work. So I asked her if she would like to receive some. We do animal communication. And so she hops up on the counter, and I start to do the energy work with her. And it was so cute. Her ears start prickling up, and she starts leaning in. I've got one hand down here. I'm like a couple feet away from her, and I've got one hand up close to her, not touching her body at all. And she starts leaning in. Her body's leaning into my hand, not quite touching it. And you could see that she's feeling something. So I'm asking her, can you feel that? And of course, I don't know, because I can get a sense of it, but I don't know what she sees or what she feels exactly. I'm not in her body, but I can get a sense that she's really into it. And then her little paws start going like this, and she's in place as she starts straightening up. And then all of a sudden she starts turning around. She looks at herself in the mirror, and I'm like, well, I wonder what she can see in the energy that I don't actually see. But she gets a sense of it, and she starts watching herself. It was so cute. And then she starts pawing again, and then she's going straight, and then she leans in. And so I decided I would bring up my other hand, and I put it like right up to her head, not touching her. And she leans her head into the energy field of my hand, and she holds it there, just held it there. I thought, well, that's really interesting. I could really get a sense that she had some awareness of what was happening. And then she nuzzled my hand. So I moved my hand back to where it was, further away from her. And then all of a sudden, she was done. She lasted about 15 minutes in the energy frequency of the ultra high frequency energy healing while I was doing that, and instant miracle breathing for her. And then I asked her if she wanted some brushing. I held up the brush for her, and she came back around, and I brushed her some more, and very gently over the left-hand side, which is where it was sore for her before, and she wouldn't let me touch it all. And she let me touch. She let me brush very gently over the left-hand side, and she made no yiping sound. It was spectacular. I was just awe-inspired. I thought it was super cool. So then she was ready to go outside. I let both the cats out, and they came back in later, and the only place that she was a little sensitive was right by her foot. So I decided I would do some more energy healing with her later in the evening, and by the next morning, she was ready to be brushed again. But the most interesting thing was that she was ready to come up and have brushing during the hair drying experience, like when I actually hair dry myself. And before, she'd been really hesitant to come while the hair drying was happening. She would wait until after Julia got her pets, after Julia got her brushing, after the hair dryer was over, and then she might come up for brushing. So something in the healing, something in the energy frequency allowed her to feel safer, allowed her to feel calmer, allowed her to have that sense of well-being enough to feel, okay coming up and being present, having that brushing experience while I'm doing hair drying with that noise, with the energy going. And so it's been a couple days now. She has no sensitivity to touch, no sensitivity to the brushing. Her whole left side is healed. And she's totally okay coming during the time of the hair drying. And that has never been since the whole time in the last 10 years since she's been a kitten. So it's a brand new experience for her, and I'm feeling super grateful, super blessed. I just wanted to share that with you about how the energy frequency has shifted her, has healed her. And if you'd like to feel that feeling of shift, of healing, of allowing yourself to move forward in whatever way on your path, and just helping you get there faster and with more grace and ease, do message me. I'd be happy to share with you the feeling and see how we can get you further to where you want to go with more grace and ease, with more love. All right, well, much love for you. Till next time, thanks for sharing my special moment.